Hi, so today we are looking at another project and I actually meet with Ron Jacobs now, who will tell us a little bit more on what they did here. So come with me.
Welcome, welcome.
Hi, Ron.
Hello, Isabel.
Thanks for having us today.
You're very welcome.
So,
Come on in.
thank you. Very happy that we made it here. So, where are we?
We're at the GTB Lab in Heerlen. It stands for Green Transformable Lab. And we do a lot of experiments together with the team GTB Lab, with Alma Dermisevic and her team. And we experiment with our own facade system, but mainly also how it connects to other materials.
Okay.
And that's the interesting part. You really would like to know how you connect.
Yeah. So this is actually very interesting for us because, when it comes to circularity, there are lots of strategies out there. And I heard that you may have thought about some of those strategies in that building as well. So what were they?
Yes, there are different strategies, and steel is interesting. Mainly because it's very strong, it lasts long. So we don't really specifically want to work on a recycle strategy. We can always recycle, and there's a lot of recycled content in our profiles, but you can do more. So we aim to go higher up in the ladder and try, for instance, reuse as it is. That's very high.
So is that a reused profile here?
If I'm honest, it's not reused, but it can be reused. So we have actually two flavors we're investigating. We're investigating old reclaimed facade parts and components to be reused again. We actually also have a refuse scenario out here in the Netherlands, where we just refurbished an existing facade component and a whole building actually. But we have then two scenarios. One is reuse as it is, or transform what you find and make it better for the future. But this is actually a new system that was designed for reuse, endless reuse. But also...
So maybe about the concept of adaptability and disassembly maybe?
Yes, disassembly, because it's completely mounted with open mechanical connections.
Okay.
So we can, of course, weld steel. But in this case, we didn't want to, because we can have it mechanical.
So how is it done?
How is it done? Well, this one is actually fitted on a steel Meccano profile, which is also designed to be disassembled and transformed. But be careful, it's very, very heavy.
I see.
But this one is like, let's say, a standard mullion of Janssen, and in this case, not welded.
Okay.
So we have capabilities to actually make different connections. We can connect a Janssen to a Janssen profile, but we can also connect a Janssen to a different kind of profile.
Okay. This actually now seems very simple, and I would say, why didn't people do it that way before? So where were the challenges?
Yes, it looks simple and it's actually quite easy to install, but there's a lot of research that went in there, because you have glass loads, you have own loads of the system, you have fire-rated performances, so
Lots of functions as well.
Lots of functions.
Yeah.
I think steel is interesting because it can expand the same as glass and stone or concrete.
Yeah,
so we have a kind of advantage here and there, but still it needs to be developed, and now it needs to be developed to be disassembled and reused. So it's actually something which in my experience has not been done quite a lot before.
Okay.
So there's a lot of new territory to be discovered. But we're very happy with the result here. It's light.
Is it the end yet, or?
No, it's just the beginning.
It's the beginning.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Great.
So also the GTB lab will be transformed many, many times over. And actually the module we're standing in, I think it has been transformed already 3 times.
All right.
Yes. So also the connection with other materials. We have timber, we can have a timber floor which is the same as the ceiling, we can have a timber partition wall. So there's a lot of...
it's also very flexible and adaptable in the end.
Yes, because it was designed to be flexible. So that's what architects are learning every day. And we come across more and more that architects design not only for the client that they are at the moment designing for, but they're already thinking of the next use.
Okay, that's
clever design.
That's clever design.
Yes.
I'm happy to see that already some planners and engineers in the field are thinking about that.
Yes.
So thanks for the awesome insights and
Okay.
yeah.
Very welcome. Thank you too.
I know that we will also look at other things.
Yes,
so
we will.
maybe
Yes.
let's go outside and
Again, yeah.
see the facade and the impressions from the outside
Okay.
again.
Let me open that.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Quite a lot of glass load.
Yeah, that's true.
Nice and sunny.
Yeah, that's true.